When was the last time that you had a cool, crisp, refreshing drink of water? Maybe it was earlier today. Maybe. If not, you'll probably have one later in the future. Today, what I'd like to do is take a few minutes of your time and talk to you about the importance of water and why water, though it's so abundant here on this earth, is actually so amazing and important to us. What I'd like to talk about is first, the physical characteristics of water. Second, is the chemistry behind the water and why it's important to understand that. And last, I'd like to talk about why it's so important to us as humans. So, first, the physical appearance of water. Water is odorless and it is tasteless in its true pure form. It does have an intrinsic blue color, and that's due to its ability to absorb light at red wavelengths. Now, water chemically is known as H2O, and this is an example of H2O. It is formed by one oxygen atom connected to two hydrogen atoms, as you see here in the picture. They are combined by two, each hydrogen is combined to the oxygen, polar covalent bonds, with the oxygen having a negative charge and the two hydrogen atoms having a positive charge. And that's what gives oxygen its very unique V-shaped formation. Now, that V-shaped formation is actually very important. It's what gives water its property that liquid is more dense than the solid version, ice. The reason why that's important is because in nature, if you think about ponds and lakes and rivers, if ice were to be more dense than the liquid, it would sink to the bottom and it would continue to grow to the very, very top, and it would kill all the life as it grew. Life wouldn't be able to survive. Eventually, it would all freeze, and everything would either be frozen in ice or be out of the water and dead. So because ice floats, stays at the top, it's able to incubate everything underneath and preserve the life underneath its layer and protect it from the harsh climate of the outside. So this characteristic of water is very important to us as people as well as to all life. Last, I'd like to talk about why it is so important to us as human beings. Our bodies are actually made up of 60% water. Our lungs are the most, they're made up of 90% water, followed by our blood, which is 80% water. And last, but certainly not least, is our brains. That's made up of 70% water. So much of our vital organs being made up of water, it's so important that we have water to continue to take in to help replenish and continue to allow them to grow. Water also performs some pretty important functions in our body that allows us to remain healthy and strong. One, it regulates our body temperature, allowing us to stay at the 98.6 degrees that our body needs. Second, it helps deliver nutrients all throughout our body to those cells and our organs. That way we can continue to replenish the cells that die off, to split, to continue to grow, to remain strong. Lastly, it flushes out all of our waste from what we eat and breathe, everything we take inside our body, all those toxins that cause sickness, inflammation, stuff like that. The water helps to flush out and get rid of it. That way, our body can remain in tip top shape. So, in conclusion, the next time you go to grab that nice, cool cup of water on a hot day, take a minute to really appreciate what that water is. That water has helped form the earth, and it continues to help change the earth. What we talked about today is we talked about the physical properties of water, odorless, tasteless, and that has an intrinsic blue color to it. We talked about the chemical structure of property, the oxygen formed with two hydrogen atoms with polar covalent bonds, and the importance of that because it allows the liquid to be more dense than the solid version. Lastly, we went over why it's so important for us as humans to have water, that our lungs, blood, and brain are mostly made up of water, and that it performs vital functions to our body, like regulating our temperature, delivering nutrients to our body, as well as flushing out waste. I want to thank you so much for your time, and hopefully you've been able to gain a better understanding and appreciation for water and its importance to us in our lives. Thank you.